regime came to bury Nigeria after Buhari killed it. And people are still playing along with them. I don't know what is wrong with Nigerians.
Hello, guys. You know, as we are still talking about politics, you know, looking at this video Shuri made, just listen to what Shuri had to say. And after that, you will listen to what Peter Obi said on his own video. Okay? And then after that, you will listen to what one of the, ex-army, ex-military personnel, what he has to say. That even the government, they are the ones sponsoring Boko Haram in Nigeria. Okay? So just listen to the videos. Just watch them. Watch the video, listen to what they have to say. Okay?
The regime came to bury Nigeria after Buhari killed it. And people are still playing along with them. I don't know what is wrong with Nigerians. We are not playing. That's why we are not engaging in all this side hanky-panky about protests. When we are ready and when Nigerians are ready, we are interested in a revolution. We have made that very clear. Because that's what can end this nonsense in our body politic. You have all these military generals who don't go to war. And it's only in Nigeria that somebody who has never fought a war before will become a general in the army. Based on the number of traditional rulers he knows or the GO of his church, that's how they become generals in Nigeria, not because they go to war. If you see an Israeli general, it's because he has fought a war before. If you see an American general, he has been to Afghanistan, he has fought in Iraq, even though those wars might be wrong. But they have gone to war. But in Nigeria, you call these businessmen generals, they are all building estates in Abuja. They don't go to the war front. They don't know what's going on there. They are the ones who are happy that the insecurities are coming. You ask army to be doing traffic work. It's the Nigerian government that refused to release Nnamdi Kanu, something that would have solved a big problem. And then instead of releasing him, you're going to put army in the east. Every kilometer in the east, there are army checkpoints. But after 100 kilometers in the north, you can't find the army. There was a man in Katsina who said there are only 5 guns in the local government in Katsina state. And most importantly, legitimate leadership is important. When you don't vote for people and they lord themselves over you, you don't respect them. The president never told you he will be in the country because he never campaigned to be president of Nigeria. It was INEC that imposed him on you. We told you when he was coming to office that the man is sick. Nobody listened to us. They even sang a song, Baba is sick and he's falling apart. Nobody listened to us. We told you that he's coming to govern Nigeria with his family. You didn't listen to us. Now that he's in power, we are calling him president. And now that he doesn't govern from Abuja, he's governing on WhatsApp. You are worried about it. Start listening to what we tell you so that when the problem comes, you not keep asking us the same question over and over again. And I have told you before that the people who claim to be governing Nigeria now never fought for democracy. I was the one who told you that Tinubu was selling drugs. In Chicago in 1993, when we were fighting for democracy with Abiola here in Nigeria.
Oh,
so
good.
It's just the Nigerian soldiers,
Yeah.
Sandra.
Yeah.
I was in the battalion.
Okay.
And we were fighting Boko Haram, Sandra.
Okay.
We went to war.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a left-handed person.
Okay.
So I'm a sniper. I was one of the best snipers.
Okay.
So I was shooting, no morale, nothing, no pay, no means of communication to my family. My father thought I was dead.
Oh.
I was fighting, I was shooting. One of our soldiers shot me, Sandra, on my ribs.
Oh my
Sandra.
God.
Shot me on my ribs. They said in Hausa, it means that I kill people too much. I was fighting, Sandra. They shot a woman and her daughter. I was trying to save her second child, Sandra. I was running. They shot me, Sandra. I was barely breathing. It takes the grace of God for me to survive.
No, I'm sorry. They shot you on purpose?
They shot me on purpose. They say I too they kill people. They said in Hausa,
I don't understand what that means. You truly kill people. What does that mean?
It means I kill Boko Haram too much, Sandra, because I was one of the best snipers, Sandra. I don't miss my shots. I'm a left-handed. I don't miss my shots. That's what they said. No morale, nothing. No pay. Sometimes. No pay, Sandra. We'll just fight. They need to investigate them, Sandra.
Did you retire did you retire?
Sandra, I resigned.
Okay.
I wrote a letter and I resigned. I don't want to do the job again. I don't want to serve the land again. I don't want. It's really, really pathetic, Sandra, in that army. there's a lot of fraud things happening in the army, Sandra. I don't know. Seriously, they need to investigate the Nigerian army, Sandra. A lot of things. You see, when people are fighting, they're killing Boko Haram, Sandra, somebody from nowhere will just shoot and just kill the best shooter there, just for him to die, because maybe they are gaining from there economically. For him to just die and to stop shooting people for there.
That's a very strong allegation. You're making very strong allegations.
It is true. They shot 2 of my friends. I will send you evidence. I follow you on Twitter. I will send you evidence. They shot 2 of my friends. They are dead now, Sandra. They shoot you, you will go. These people gain. I'm telling you.
Natural resources, human capital, I know it needs to be trained. But we have young age, youthful age, 60% of our age, and youthful people, very dynamic, very talented, keep pushing the right way and everything, and all that. And in terms of governance, it's just to organize, like I said, competent leadership based on doing the right things. And I believe our political setup today, I've always said, we don't need first 8 years. We don't need second term. Because I think it's part of our problem. We need people to just come for a single term. For me, it's 5 years. I believe whatever you can do. Yes, you might not be able to do whatever you think you're going to do in 5 years. That's what people say. But I say in 5 years, you can show the right direction if you mean well. Clearly, I've observed. And I know that in the first 2-3 years, you can take those decisions that can make the place to be on its right path. We need to change our parliamentary system and bring in a system that will allow. We went too far going into American system of capitalism, in terms of governance system. We need a moderate side where we can be like what is happening in Indonesia or in South Africa, where we have proportional representation in the assembly, where we have opportunity of the president to be answerable properly to the assembly. Today, if you make Peter president, I can decide not to talk to anybody. I can just hire some, maybe media talks, to be answering and calling anybody's name in social media and everything. So nobody, even the Prime Minister of India travels today, you can go and check. Every Indian knows where he is at all time. Before he leaves the country, he will tell you where he's going. When he arrives there, he will say he arrived there. There's a conversation, he will do that. So is the president of Indonesia, under Widodo. Everywhere he is. But I can tell you, I don't know where our leaders are, what they do. The president said he's going for the retreat for 2 weeks. After that, he extended. Nobody's sure whether the retreat extended for years, but they extended 1 week after. When you chose to be in public life, the public must know where you are. You can stay in your private life. Today, I tell people wherever I'm going. When I arrived in Rome yesterday, people knew I was in Rome. They know I'm here now. And they know I'm going to live here to California tomorrow. Because you choose a public life. I can choose to go back to my family and decide nobody should know where I am. But you must be answerable to the people. That's why we need to change some of our political trajectory to have the problem.
We have a... Okay, you watch the video yourself. Now let me say something here. If you look at the system of the country or the way the politics is going these days, Nigeria will soon become one party system. Like APC is going to take over the whole country. Jagaban. Like this man is, is doing what no politician have ever done in Nigeria. Like, this man is turning Nigeria into a one-party system. Like, APC will take over the whole country. Look at the defection of some governors, some rep members, some, House of Assembly members and all that. The country is just, the way the country is going these days. In 2027, Jagaban is going to do something that people will be so shocked. Like, people will be shocked because the country is really changing. Like, this, the man is the political system. The man is changing the political scenario, like, in that country. Guys, come on. Just comment what you think Nigeria should do at this stage. What you think that the masses, the opposition should do at this stage. Just comment it on the comment section. Let's discuss this.
Has long been in a very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight, or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward. As for those, we will fight them here. So, we must remember something. Recently, there is a so-called NGO. It's not even an NGO. Because NGO stands for non-governmental organization. They are not non-governmental because they are funded by a federal budget, by a state. This so-called NGO produces reports claiming that the FDS and the VDP commit abuses. It went in here, it came out there. It's to tarnish your morale. It's to scare you, to prevent you from being able to fight. No. Moreover, we are going to file a complaint against this NGO because people need to understand something. What is happening to us here? It's true that they have manipulated part of our populations in the Sahel here, but they didn't have that kind of weaponry. What brought such significant weaponry into their ranks? It's Libya. Who destroyed Libya? It's this NGO, the same NGO that made false reports and gave them to those who wanted to create a rebellion so that people would intervene and overthrow Gaddafi. And the powder keg ended up being poured into the Sahel. These millions of lives that have been taken in the Sahel, we must file a complaint against this NGO because it is responsible for these false reports it made to support this thesis of attacking Libya. They have no moral lessons to give us. Look at the world. Let them go defend human rights all over the world first before coming here. We are fortunate to have similar situations. In this world, you voluntarily committed yourselves. There are countries where people are forcibly taken, killed. You leave or you die. Others, even while trying to flee, end up dying. They don't talk about human rights because these people see us as subhumans. They see us as slaves. That's how it is in their minds. They have never changed their mindset, but it's up to us to show them that we are not slaves and We will never accept this state of affairs. So don't be fooled by the stories. They tell to anyone who will listen. You must stay focused on your fight. Stay focused. We know what we are doing. And even now, the VTP commander told me that there is a human rights training session underway for group leaders and their deputies. If we make efforts, we know it's for ourselves. We no longer do things to please someone else. We do it for our homeland. And you are committed to that. Defend your homeland. Do not listen to those individuals. They should not affect your morale. In the history of the world, there have been wars. And during the Second World War, people organized themselves to defend all over the place. But there is a country that could not defend itself, which had to come and take our ancestors to go defend them. And today that same country wants to give us lessons. The pot calling the kettle black. No. You are the descendants of those same ancestors who went to defend others, who liberated the world from Nazism. Today you are fighting for your lands. These same individuals dare to create terms to tarnish you. We oppose this. We will never agree. Continue to defend your lands. It is your wealth that interests these people. It's our gold, it's our minerals that interest them. Otherwise, why come and drive out entire villages to seize our lands? So we will fight and we will reclaim our lands, our wealth. It belongs to us. It's for us. It will benefit us and our children. I therefore encourage you to remember that this war is to free us from slavery. It's for our independence. And you must keep your spirits high, stay strong. Never give in to manipulators, to those individuals who no longer understand the notion of homeland, or to those people who come from outside to try to subdue us through their terms they invented and their organizations they created to enslave us. Fight, move forward, do everything you can. Draw, as I said, from your cultural resources, from what you have been shaped by since the village. Draw from it and wage this war.